Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today we're here to watch some MLM coaches being a little bit unhinged. This is probably one of my favorite series, to be honest. And before we get into it, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you'd like to support my channel in a nice free way. And as always, big shout out to all my channel members. Appreciate you guys. I don't know why, I'm just very distracted. This day flew by and I'm just like, I need to record 2 videos and it's almost dark. Let's start with No Shame Sales Game, and I have had this folder ready for a few months now, so this is an older post from No Shame Sales Game.
A little something to all of my network marketing friends that say I can't show up confidently yet, or I can't say that people should join me because I don't have a certain level of success yet. I have to have the success before I can talk about it. Listen to me. I was out this weekend driving around doing some shopping, and lo and behold, there's a new restaurant coming up, like being put in, and it's a taco place. And nobody's in there yet. It's not up and running. It is not open, but they have a banner out front that says whatever the name of this place is. Unicorn Tacos, the best damn tacos in town. Unicorn Tacos hasn't sold a taco yet, but they're telling me they're the best. So then I am intrigued by their confidence. Really, the best damn taco in town? I'm not thinking, well, they haven't sold 50,000 tacos yet, so how can they be the best? No, I want to know what makes you the best. I'm Googling, when are they opening? I like tacos. I want to try the best damn tacos in town. They didn't put up a banner that said, we're the most okayest tacos in town. Well, we might be good after you vote us the best damn tacos in town. No, we know we're good. Come check it out. And that is the type of confidence that you need to show up with on social media when you are talking about your business and your products, because your success isn't dependent on someone else telling you that you're successful. You're successful. You're good at it. Show up.
Calling, telling us to fake it until we make it, I guess. It's different when you are joining an MLM as an independent contractor and you are faking it. You're faking that you're successful. You're faking that you have a huge downline so that people join you. Those are 2 very different things in my book. It's kind of unethical advice to me from a coach of this size, an MLM coach of Colleen's size and following. I feel like that's an unethical advice to tell people to fake it and pretend that they're successful even if they're not. But let me know down below what you think about that one. Let's move on to this one. This is a very short one.
All right, I just made these brownies. True confession, totally took a shortcut and I used a mix, which is totally fine for here at home. If I wanted to become a baker though and open a bakery, I'm probably going to be in trouble if I try to learn how to bake just by taking shortcuts and by using mixes. The same goes for you when you want to become a leader. When you take shortcuts and build your team by selling the kit and by doing their first parties for them and giving them parties, you're not going to ever learn how to lead. And so you might get a title, but you're really not going to be a leader. And that's not what you want. So enjoy the process of building a team. Learn from it so that when you have your team, when you have your title, you actually are a leader.
I have to say, I kind of love the comparison between baking and being an MLM scammer, in my opinion. Does anyone else think that those 2 compare well? This guy, I keep forgetting his name, but I've seen he's kind of problematic, and I think Julie Joe made a video or 2 about him. So let's give it a watch.
Today, I want to expose one of the biggest lies that we're told in network marketing. This idea that it's not your job to motivate people, it's your job to find motivated people. I had an early mentor of mine that used to say that to me all the time. And here's what I've learned. It's simply not true.
You sit on a throne of lies.
And in my video today, I'm going to expose this lie, and I'm going to share with you what I know to be the truth of what it takes to build a successful business and to become a great leader. So if you're somebody that's struggling right now to create the results that you want, this video is definitely for you. Hey, Bob Heilig here, your virtual upline, and I want to share with you the reality of what it takes to become a great leader in the network marketing profession. Here's what it is. Great leaders multiply the efforts of the people that are on their team. And they do this through the power of influence. And if you're struggling right now to grow your team, I guarantee you this is part of the reason why. You lack the influence that you need to motivate people to take action. Developing influence is one of the number one things that we help leaders with in our next level leadership program. And what I find, most of the leaders we work with, they don't even really understand what influence is. They don't realize that influence is a skill. See, in my mind, here's what influence is. Influence is that you get somebody to do something that they would not have done if it wasn't for you. Whether that's taking action by reaching out and sending a message to a prospect, making a phone call, just it's moving them from point A to point B using the skill sets that you've developed as a leader. And I truly believe that the only way that you're going to reach the top levels in your company, to achieve the highest levels of success, at some point, you have to develop the skill of learning how to motivate some of the unmotivated people on your team. And in my experience, I found this is the difference between an average leader and a great leader. Great leaders know how to use influence to help people create results that they never would have created on their own. And I want you to ask yourself this question. Do you as a leader multiply the output of the people on your team? Because this is what great leaders do. Great leaders get the best out of the people that they lead. And in my experience of having worked with thousands of network marketing leaders in this profession, I've found that most of these leaders, they don't even know how to lead. They actually don't even understand what leadership is. They do a great job telling their team what to do and directing them, but they don't know how to engage the disengaged people on their team.
I actually do agree with what he's saying right here, because I say this very often. Like, first of all, not everyone is made to be a leader. Not everyone has the correct personality, the correct attitude, confidence, honestly, to be a good leader. And not many people know how to lead as well. Like, you're literally just joining an MLM scheme as an independent contractor for them. How the hell are you supposed to know how to properly lead a team? That's one thing. Second thing is, you're kind of in a business, not kind of, you're definitely in a business which is set up so that most people fail. So even if you are a good leader, it doesn't mean that most of the people in your downline are going to be successful. You could make yourself more successful if you recruit more and if you motivate those people to work harder, but that's only going to benefit you. It's not going to benefit your whole team. So does that make you a good leader? If you're only making yourself richer and not the other people, your downline.
They lack the necessary influence and skills and vision to move people to take action, to inspire and motivate them. And I think a big reason why this is because we buy into this lie that it's not our job to motivate, it's our job to find motivated people. And look, I get it. I understand why we're told this when we first start our journey as a leader, because it does serve us in the early stages of our business. Because the big mistake that most leaders make, younger leaders, is the minute they start to see success, the minute they start to have a team, they get away from doing everything that got them there. They stop personally sponsoring and recruiting, and they just focus on helping their team. So when our mentors tell us just focus on finding motivated people, what they're really saying is don't stop recruiting. And that's actually a really valuable piece of advice. But here's what I've learned. At some point, that doesn't apply anymore. At some point, the answer to your problem is not just going out to recruit more people. Eventually, you've got to understand what it really means to lead. And this is the reason why so many of the leaders that I work with, they really struggle when it comes to helping people that are not as self-motivated and are not fully engaged in the process of building the business. And what they wind up doing is just writing these people off, and they're only effective when it comes to leading people that are motivated and engaged. Here's the problem. That represents such a small percentage of your team, and that's not real leadership. See, most of the leaders that I've worked with are only equipped to lead the people that are already motivated and engaged. They're only equipped to lead when things are going well. But that's not real leadership. See, anybody can be a leader when things are going well. Here's the real test. How do you respond when things are not going well? When your company or your team starts to lose momentum? When things are not quite as easy as they used to be? When now you've got to start to do the real work of motivating and influencing and getting people to take action, of navigating the challenges and the obstacles. See, this is when the real leaders show up. And maybe you haven't yet had to deal with this yet in your business. Maybe you're still riding the wave of momentum where it seems like things are never going to stop. Well, I got news for you. Just wait around long enough. Because here's the one thing I can promise you. Eventually, you will be tested as a leader. And my question to you is this. Are you going to be ready and willing to rise to the challenge? See, because the truly great leaders, they embrace the challenge that comes with the real work of leadership. And when I say the real work of leadership, here's what I mean. Things like holding people accountable and calling them out when they said they were going to do something that they didn't, but doing it in a way that demonstrates care and concern. Or being willing to take a stand for people, not just trying to be their friend all the time and make sure that they like you, but challenging them to do more and to be more and believing in them even before they believe in themselves. And I'll tell you, this is a big problem for a lot of you. Your friendships and your relationships with the people that you lead has actually gotten in the way of you leading them. And you are failing them right now as a leader because you are unwilling to step into the tough love side of leadership, to do the things that make you uncomfortable, that risk, you saying something to somebody that maybe they don't want to hear. But I got news for you. These are the things that are required for you as a leader. And if you want to become a great leader, if you want to reach the highest levels of success on your team, I'm telling you, these are the things that you must begin to do. Look, I know it's scary, but I also want you to be honest with yourself. How good of a job have you done in these areas? And I just want to open your eyes to the fact that the people on your team, they do not need you to be their friend all the time. They need you to lead them. They need someone that's willing to do the difficult things to help them get to that next level in their life. So hopefully today I opened your eyes to a different way to look at leadership in your business. And look, if you are a successful leader, but you find yourself struggling and you need some help, check out our program, nextlevelleadership.com. I truly believe it can help you get to that next level in your business and in your life. So thanks for your time. Hope you got some value out of this video today. I'll see you soon.
Did you guys get any value out of this video? Because I sure didn't. Everything that he said is okay when it comes to leadership and things that leaders have to do. And then if you have your team and you're all friends, whatever, but the leader is the one that kind of has to still oversee everything and still tell people when they're not doing something right, help them out, la la la. All of that is fine. However, not really applicable to MLMs because, like I said earlier, the business model is set up for people to fail. So it's working against the people. It doesn't matter if you're a good leader or no, because the business is such that most of the people are going to fail regardless of your leadership skills. And the only thing that you can do is make yourself richer or make yourself go up to the top. But even that, if you're a good leader, I don't think it necessarily means that you're going to be successful in an MLM because there are things like oversaturation. If you join too late, are you a good leader if you're the only one successful in the team? This guy's very confident. There's a thin line between confidence and cockiness, and I can't decide which side I would put this guy into. Let's watch the next one. Next one's a little bit longer and it's a Sensi rep.
My name is Haley. I'm going to be talking to you today about mindset and confidence within selling. Don't mind the mess behind me. I'm redoing my office, so just ignore that. And if I look down, I'm looking at my notes. So just so I don't miss anything, I'm going to keep this as short and quick as possible. Just get my points out, and that's about it. So in selling, we hear a lot of no's. And It's really hard to ask a whole bunch of people to join your team or to sell products or, you know what I mean, and hear no all the time. It's not personal. So you have to get out of the mindset that people are saying no to you. They're not saying no to you. They're just saying not right now. Generally, no is not like, no, I'm never going to buy your product. No, I'm never going to host a party. It's just, it's not right now.
Generally, no is no, I'm not going to buy your product. Generally, no is no, I'm not interested. So the fact that you are teaching people that no means not right now is very disturbing to me. If people say no, stop asking them. Don't ask them again. If they change their mind along the way, somewhere along the way, they're gonna reach out back to you. You're not gonna change their mind. If they say no, just leave them alone. Leave people alone.
You keep those people on your list. You can check in with them another time. If you go into Superstore, I don't know if that's just a Canadian store, wherever you are, I'm just talking about Superstore. They have a deal of the day or the week. So you go through their till and they have to ask you if you want to buy the deal of the week. If they don't ask you, you get it for free. So they have to ask you. Every single customer that comes through, they have to ask them. Do you always say yes? No. Are you saying no because of the person that's behind there? No. You're just saying no, I don't need those cough drops on sale right now. It's not a personal thing. It's just no, right? Not
exactly. It's not a personal thing, but no still means no, and you should accept it and move on and remove the person from your list and stop bothering them.
Right now, okay? It doesn't make you bad at what you're doing. It doesn't make you less of a person because somebody said no to you. It's just a word. And you know what? Getting to the top of this company, getting to director, getting to wherever you want to be, if you're not hearing no, you are not asking enough people. If you're just hearing yes from the few people closest to you and they keep saying yes and they're supporting your business, you gotta work for the no's. Go for no. Go for the no's. Feeling annoying. And I know all about this. Am I posting too much? Am I reaching out to too many people? Am I, you know what I mean? You think that you're annoying people. People's opinion of you and what you're doing doesn't pay your bills. You don't want to be, okay, so on you should have a personal page, like your Facebook page, say your Facebook page, and then a business page, okay? And on your business page, that's where you want to be posting the majority of your stuff. So I post everything on my VIP page. That's where you go to find everything Scentsy. My personal Facebook page, if I were to be seeing all my Scentsy friends posting nonstop about their Scentsy stuff in their feeds, it would be kind of annoying. So you keep that stuff for your business page. I post on my personal page when there's a collection coming out, when there's a limited time, when there's something super exciting, but I don't post everything on there because you could get annoying, right? So your business page is more for that kind of stuff. And also on your business page, you don't want it just to be Scentsy. You don't just want Scentsy, because then people, and like asking for sales and stuff, because then people aren't going to want to click it when they see, oh, Haley posted in her VIP group. They're not going to click on that because then they're going to be like, oh, well, it's just her trying to sell more Scentsy. So switch it up to where you're posting interactive posts. If you find a really cool home decor link to something that was really cool that you like to read, post it in there. Share things like that so that it's not just Scentsy, because it can be a lot, really. I've seen consultants are posting 10 times a day. That's a lot, you know what I mean? So you don't want to overdo it, but don't overthink it either. Like, if someone doesn't want to see it, they're just going to scroll past it, right? So don't think too much into it, but you're not annoying people, you know what I mean? If you opened a brand new business and you would want to post about that, right? Share it from the rooftops. You guys, if you opened a clothing store, you're going to go and you're going to share the new clothes that come in, right? You're sharing your business. It's not just a product that you're trying to push on people. You're sharing your business and what you love about it. So that also leads me into sharing and not selling, which, if you're not as new, you've probably heard this before, but you want to share stuff, not just sell it. Because if you're just pushing out stuff to sell, buy this, buy that, you don't want to do that. Share before and after photos. Share yourself using the the bars. I take pictures of myself with the bar, like, oh, I got this in, like, this is from my Scentsy Club, or me smelling it, or I cleaned my chairs with the counter clean. You need to be using the product and showing how it's benefiting your life, because people aren't just going to buy a product just to buy a product. They're going to buy it because it benefits them and it solves a sort of...
I mean, whatever. How innovative, right? Like, how many Scentsy reps do that all the time? They all do the same thing. And it's just so sad because most of them are not making money anyway. And there they are, like, trying to post 10 times a day. It's just sad. But those people are posting 10 times a day because they were taught to do that. Most of them were taught how to do that when they joined the MLM. That's why they're doing that. They're just trying to do what they were told.
Problem in their life. I hope that makes sense. So share it. Real life photos. Even if you have to borrow photos from somebody or ask your customers to post. I do a draw every month for my VIP group. Actually, you don't have to be my VIP group for it. Anybody that buys from me, even if they're not in my group, and they share a photo of what they've bought or one of their warmers in their house, they get put into my monthly draw. So as soon as they share this, their name's entered in, they're going to win, they could have the chance to win a prize just by sharing a photo. So it's not just me posting, it's them posting and showing other people that they're using it, how they're using it, what they love, and then that can bring other people in to buy it as well. Okay, I don't care what business you're in. I don't care what level you're in. If you're a superstar director, if you're an essential consultant, you are always going to have to talk to people. You're always going to have to ask people. Sorry, I got weirded out there because when I'm on video, it's like it's not mirrored like it should be. It's backwards because it's on my computer. Anyway, sorry. Squirrel moment. People won't, yeah. Okay, so no matter what business you're in, no matter what level you're at, people aren't just going to flock to you just to buy your stuff. You are going to have to reach out to people. You're going to have to follow up.
People are going to flock to you. Where does that come from? Like, if you are an average Joe that doesn't have a following on social media, people are not going to flock to you. Even if you post salesy post or if you share your products or whatever, who are you sharing it to if you only have your family and friends on your Instagram? And it's not that easy to grow an Instagram account anymore. I don't know how it is in TikTok. I'm not on TikTok anymore, but TikTok doesn't allow MLMs anyway. I think they're okay-ish. I think they're a lot better than Instagram anyway when it comes to MLMs and advertisements and claims. Because I've seen a good few reps who make income claims on TikTok getting permanently banned recently. And one of those people is our girl Dakota from igenius.
Those are all sorts of different trainings that you're going to see as well, follow up and that sort of thing. But you have to reach out to people. And one thing that I want you to remember is that every person that you come in contact with, you have a relational account with them. So think of it as a bank account. So if I'm talking to you and, hey, do you want to host a party for me? No, that's okay. No, it's okay. Another month later, hey, I've got this personal special on. Do you want to buy? No, I'm okay right now. Thank you. Then I come back another month later. Hey, just wanted to see if you're interested in hosting a party yet. No. So that's 3 times that I have taken out of my bank account. Now, if you continuously take out of your bank account, then you're going to have nothing in it. You have to put into that account. So reach out to them. Hey, I saw your kids graduated kindergarten. Those pictures were so adorable. Start a conversation that's not Scentsy. Show them that you're not only thinking about them when you want something out of them.
Excuse me, you did not just compare people and relationships with a bank account. Also, no, stop reaching out to people. Let's go back to the beginning where it's stop bothering people. No means no. If they said no, stop bothering them. I low-key love when they say the quiet parts out loud. I love when they show how deceiving their tactics are. She just said it. Well, you can't just ask them directly to join or to buy a product. What you have to do is manipulate them, pretend that you're interested in their private life, in their family, their kids, whatever. And that way it might be easier for you to sell something to them if they see that you're interested in them, you know?
I hope that makes sense. So that's a whole other training as well. I got to do this like quick and keep it to the selling kind of perspective. But don't just reach out to people randomly and only about Scentsy. A great way to reach out to people is Facebook stories, Instagram stories. Facebook stories I love because you click on it, you're going through it, you can send them a quick message, and then they start replying to you that way. I love doing that as well. where are we here? Income producing activities are huge with selling because you don't want to be doing a bunch of activities that aren't making you money. So people buy Scentsy when they smell Scentsy. Make samples. You don't need to take the time to go all fancy and make, see, I always do these. They're scent mixers, and I get a card and I put my name on it and I staple it on and I put it in a bag. You don't have to go through all of that time. You want to put in as much time, in as little time, to make as much money as you can. But make samples. You need samples to be giving out to people, but it is not income producing if you are not following up with people. You need a book that says, I gave Sandra a Breathe Cotton scent. And in 1 week, I'm going to follow up with her and I'm going to ask her how she liked that scent. If you're not following up with her, your samples are useless.
I think the conclusion in this whole video, especially this last bit, is just gonna be leave people alone. For God's sakes, just leave people alone. Also, this all sounds so exhausting to me. Imagine if you have kids and if you have a full-time job and then you have to have a notebook where you're literally writing down who you contacted, when to contact them again. That's just, it's so exhausting.
Every time you give a sample out, write down what you gave them, follow up after a week or 2 weeks even, whatever, but follow up, make sure you are talking to them. Follow-ups are huge. You want to be this is probably in another training as well, but you have to be following up with your customers. That is a huge income producing activity. Huge. Reach outs. You want to be selling your stuff, right? You need to be reaching out to people. You need to be reaching out to businesses. Can I put a warmer and some samples into your business? Reach out to realtors. Do you want to do some realtor baskets? Sort of things like that. You need to be reaching out, find markets, find all sorts of things. Parties. Parties are a huge income producing activity. So you can make a ton of money from parties. You need to be advertising them. You need to be asking people. The one rule I tell all of my team is turn every single sale into a party and turn every single party into a host. Are they always going to say yes? No, they're not. But as soon as somebody orders, can I help you actually get that for free or half off? If you host a party and you get 200 PRV, you're going to tell them the dollar amount. If you get 200 in Canada, it's $265. If you get $265, you're going to get a free half off item. You're going to get a half off item and some free credit. And then they're like, oh yeah, okay, sure. They're not always going to say yes. They're probably going to say no. You're going to hear a lot of no's, but you want to hear the no's because the no's lead you to the yeses. So, what was I saying? So that's turning your order into a party. Now, when that person says yes and they host a party and they get 500 PRV and you can give them a free host kit, you're going to ask them to join and that you're going to flip that party to them. Are you going to lose PRV? Probably. But guess what? PRV helps you right now. A recruit is going to help you forever. Not necessarily because they may not stick around, but they help you month after month, not just right now in the party. So you want to turn every order into a party and every party into someone that joins. So you always, always, always offer the host kit. That's basically what I had. You just get out of your head with the no's and not wanting to hear no and worried about what somebody's going to think because they don't pay your bills. You got to do what you want to do to be successful in this business, to get what you want out of this business. So I hope this answers some questions. I hope this helped you. I wish you all the most amazing luck in your journey with Scentsy. Thank you so much for watching and have a great time in the rest of the trainings. Bye.
Well, wasn't that a lot of BS? I mean, I did not expect this one to be kind of the worst one that we've seen. I know we all appreciate at least when they say the quiet parts out loud. But let me know down below what you thought about this. Which one of these was the worst? I guess they weren't as unhinged as I thought, but I think I'm gonna keep up with this series. Mild on the flavor sheet. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I really appreciate that. And as always, big shout out to all my channel members. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. It's free. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.